The issue we are examining today is a particularly sensitive issue to the people here and many people throughout the world: compensation for survivors of the Holocaust and their heirs, the victims of the Holocaust. The Holocaust, the unspeakable horror that took place in World War II in the Nazi regime, should never be, and hopefully will never be, forgotten or denied by people anywhere. Nothing could ever undo the devastation and the loss of life, the total disregard for basic rights, property values and property rights, so secondary to the rest, but still that was part of it. And it shattered the lives of millions of human beings and families and destroyed them. And it happened 70 years, give or take, ago. We can never undo the horror that took place. We can never really there's no way to make things right. But we have to ensure that Holocaust survivors receive what is rightfully theirs and find the proper process to do it. Before and during World War II, millions of Jewish people in Europe bought insurance policies to protect their family assets, save for their children's education, plan for retirement. All forms of property, including insurance policies and insurance benefits, were confiscated from Jewish people by the Nazi regime. Following the war, Holocaust survivors and their families filed claims with insurance companies. Countless Holocaust survivor claims were rejected due to the absence of death certificates and policy documents. Many insurance companies informed claimants that their policies had already been paid. Frequently, insurance company records and records in government archives are the only proof of the existence of insurance policy belonging to Holocaust victims, as the Nazis destroyed property and took people from their homes without the opportunities to keep, take, preserve records. After World War II, the West German government enacted restitution laws which excluded many claimants and prohibited certain types of claims. In 1989, after the Berlin Wall came down, Germany was reunified. The reunified Germany allowed claimants to gain access to records and file claims. German courts treated the 1990 treaty as a lifting of the prohibition on certain Holocaust-era claims, and Holocaust survivors began to file Holocaust insurance claims in our country. Claimants also filed class action lawsuits in the United States courts against the Swiss, the German, Austrian, Italian, and French companies who conducted business in Germany during the Nazi regime, seeking compensation for Holocaust-era assets, unpaid insurance policies, and dormant bank accounts. Many of these were cases of first impression. To address the novel issues presented, the federal government sought to facilitate a global settlement through a series of agreements involving national and state governments, class action lawyers, private industry, and a variety of Jewish and other victims groups. These negotiations led to the creation of the International Commission on Holocaust-era Insurance Claims, ICHEC, in 1998, and identified Holocaust-era insurance policies hoped to reach out to potential claimants and evaluate claims out of court based on relaxed standards of proof. ICHEC received funding of about $550 million from participating European insurers. From 2000 to 2007, $300 million was paid under ICHEC's claims process to 47,353 people out of 90,000 claimants. In addition to the funds paid to individual claimants, ICHEC also allocated $190 million to assist Holocaust survivors and promote Holocaust education and remembrance. Critics of the ICHEC process maintain that companies holding Holocaust-era insurance policies continue to withhold the names of the owners and beneficiaries of thousands of insurance policies. They are frustrated that only a fraction of the amount of the insurance companies' monies that were owed have been paid to victims. As a result of this, H.R. 4596, the Holocaust Insurance Accountability Act of 2010, was introduced. It, one, permits enforcement of state laws, creating a cause of action for covered Holocaust-era insurance policy claims. Two, it clarifies the validity of a state law requiring insurers doing business in a state to disclose information about Holocaust-era policies. And three, restricts the use of funds by the Department of State or any other agency for the purpose of issuing a statement in a U.S. court seeking to dismiss Holocaust-era insurance policy claims. I hope today's hearing will provide a forum for all of these views on each side to be heard. We have a balanced panel. We're not here to advance any particular position. We're here to bring attention to an important issue, and I'm confident our witnesses will help us sort out the many questions it raises. Legislation raises emotional issues, difficult, highly sensitive issues. I appreciate how painful these issues can be, especially for the victims and the families who were impacted most directly by the Holocaust. I also wish to extend my thanks to several Holocaust survivors who wanted to be here this morning, but for health or other reasons were unable to join us. As we begin this hearing and keeping the sensitivity of these issues in mind, I'm reminded of the message of Elie Wiesel, famous Holocaust survivor, one of my heroes whose pictures on my wall in my office, great writer, professor, political activist, Nobel laureate, human being, man of the world. A man who was exposed as the depraved aspects of human nature as a Holocaust incarceree. Pictures in many Holocaust museums, I think here and in Jerusalem as well. Yad Vashem, but he still manages to show kindness and respect for everyone around him. He's a benevolent man, I guess the living Martin Luther King. Consistently delivered a powerful message since the end of World War II, a message of peace, atonement appropriate at this time of year, and human dignity for all humanity. I thank the witnesses for appearing today. I look forward to their testimony. I share the frustration of everybody here in not having a totally good result, but we're trying to find something that brings justice and equity to the situation to the best that we can. I now recognize my colleague, Mr. Franks, the distinguished ranking member of the subcommittee, for his opening remarks.